Brian Branch, safety out of Alabama. He's a hybrid. He's a hell of a player.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, he's your player spotlight for the day. Walk me through him.
Well, he's the, by definition, jack of all trades. He is the versatile defender. You can call him the Swiss Army knife, whatever you want to call him. At Alabama, honestly, one of my favorite players slowly, as time goes on, the more I watch him. I mean, you look at what he did this year at Alabama and how many different positions he lined up at. He lined up mostly in the slot, which I think will be his position come the NFL. You see the key traits: fearless, excellent tackler, coached by Nick Saban, which you look at DBs, safeties, coached by Nick Saban.
Look at the NFL, they all work.
They typically all work out. But he played the slot, he lined up at corner, he lined up in the box, he lined up a deep safety, lined up at D-line, rushed the passer. He could do it all. And this is what makes him so valuable too, I think. I mean, playing in the SEC, just overall with Branch, it's crazy, too. In 2022, he had an 89.5 PFF grade while allowing 36 receptions from 416 coverage snaps. Like, that's the type of player he is. And again, to speak more on his tackling ability, 4 misses on 174 career attempts. Like, this is what makes him so good, right? I mean, you has all the intangibles combining athleticism, football IQ, physicality. I mean, just this year alone filled up the stat sheet. He had 14 tackles for loss. 14. Had 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, 7 pass deflections. Just impact the game in a lot of different ways. And really, if you're looking at the Lions and what they need, you look at a guy who's an excellent tackler, someone you can use in the slot, 2 things the Lions do need. He's probably going to be a top 20 pick. This is somebody that I think if you go D-line at 6 and you're sitting there at 18 and Brian Branch is there, he's somebody you're going to at least have to consider. And he's not a safety. He's listed at it, but you could put him in a lot of different areas. Had an 86.4 coverage grade this year on PFF, 90.7 run defense grade. Doesn't miss many tackles. He's reliable, highly intelligent. I think the negatives, if you had to bring it up, probably his size. I mean, he's not small. He's 6 foot 193. But again, if you're blitzing him, using him in those types of packages, there is times, unless he has a clear lane to make a play, he'll make the play, but if he faces some adversity, usually he's not shedding blocks. So he again, somebody that isn't talked about as a top 10 pick, but somebody that is like you label, and we talked about it earlier, coached by Saban. He's going to be ready to play right away.